Hey guys, 1977 Logan here. Just going to do a little update and show off a couple, two or three pieces of new coral that I got, and talk about what's been going on in the tank. Um, Basically, in the last video, I talked about that I had taken some advice from Cyber Aquarist on running pond matrix in my system to try to alleviate a nitrate issue that I was having, and I was testing nitrates at about 20 parts per million after a water change, and they'd slowly creep up to about the 40 part per million range by the time I was ready for my next week's water change, and that was kind of irritating me, and I felt like it might have been irritating some of the LPS corals. I'm not really sure. I just knew I wanted to get it down. So what I did was I put 4 liters of the pond matrix into my sump, and I don't think you can overdo it, seeing how it's just a material that colonizes bacteria. So I mean I don't think you can overly do it in your system. I bought a 4-liter container. I put it all in the fuge system of my sump, and Cyber Aquarius had recommended to use Seachem Stability to seed it, and I actually just went ahead and put it in the system, and I didn't use anything to seed it, and it probably would have become colonized faster had I not seeded it. But I waited 3 or 4 weeks, tested my nitrates, and they were down to like a 5 part per million. Did a water change, tested them the next week. Now I'm actually sitting at 0. I mean, it actually shows absolutely no color on the Red Sea nitrate test kit. So I have started actually feeding my fish a little heavier, feeding the corals a little more, and I'm actually gonna go from doing a 20-gallon water change per week to a 15-gallon water change per week, just to see if I can. I want a little bit of nitrate. I want to be able to have a minute reading on my test kit. I don't want to be at absolute 0, because I feel like then I'll be at a ultra low nutrient system, and in turn I think then I would have to maybe back off on my lighting a little bit, maybe pay a little bit more attention to my alkalinity. I think all that kind of goes hand in hand when you get down into the 0 nitrate, 0 phosphate level. But anyway, enough about that. If you have any questions, I highly suggest you watch Cyber Aquarius videos on nitrate, and also read up on pond matrix. Again, and the stuff works. I mean, I was doing large water changes trying to get nitrates down. They'd come down, go right back up. Pond matrix, it's brought them down to 0. So, and we'll see how that works out. But anyway, to get on with the tank, everything's doing pretty good. I got my meteor shower back there, and I can't get a good view of it, but it's actually encrusting onto the rock now. And of course, they're doing well. This Recordia here, which I can hardly get, for some reason Recordia just doesn't. I don't know if the light's too bright in this tank, if the water's too clean. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It just hasn't grown yet. I shouldn't say doesn't want to or won't, but hasn't shown me any good growth yet. The Bali Green Slimer, like I said, it's doing really good. I mean, if you can see there, the camera wanting to go out of focus on me quite a bit, but it's encrusted to the rock there, new white tip growing there. It's doing really well. This digitata, it's red, and when I got it, it was a kind of a bright pink red with a blue base to it. Now in my tank, it's more of a light pink with a white base, so I'm not really sure. Sorry about that. TV just went crazy. I'm not sure what's going on with that. This coral has been a problem coral for me from the get-go. It's just never done anything. Like, it doesn't seem like it likes it anywhere I put it. it actually had like a streak dye clear up the back side of it, but that's all the farther that it went, and now it's starting to actually let me get back on it. It's starting to show a little bit of polyp extension. They're neon green when they are out, but it just shows minute polyp extension, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Here's one of the new colonies I got. It's acro of some kind. It's got super bright green tips, really good polyp extension, especially at night. I think it's gonna color up the base. The base color on it seems like it's browned out, so I'm really anxious to see it start coloring up. I'm not sure what color it'll really actually end up being. And then I got this other acro colony, which it's kind of browned out too, and that's the way they were when I bought them, but it looks like it's going to have super bright purple tips, and the polyps on it are also neon green. I'm not sure what color the base color of the coral will actually be when it finally does start coloring up, but I just got both those colonies. I've had them in the tank for a week now. They're doing good. Acan, it's doing good. The plate corals, they're all still doing good actually. I got this brain coral. It's humongous. It's doing fine. I've had it a week. Those are the 3 pieces that I got. The piece of fox coral, ridge coral, it's doing good. Frog spawn's still doing good. These candy canes I wasn't able to keep before. Now they're doing really good at night. They have feeder tentacles coming out, and they're nice and puffy and swaying a little bit in the daytime. So I think they're doing okay. Mushroom's doing good, growing like a weed, man. It's just spitting out babies like crazy. That red mushroom, another kind of a purple. It doesn't look that way on camera, but a purple green mushroom, a green one. The Scully's doing well. Zoes from Jason Fox, those watermelon zoes, I think are actually headed towards encrusting, spreading out onto the rock. The Christmas zoes and the I think they're I don't know what the name of them are. They're doing good. They haven't really started spreading yet, but this coral, this one with zoes on, it's finally filled back in. It's really looking good. The Miami Hurricane Chalice is doing okay. As you can see, it's got a lot of sweeper tentacles out. I think I'm gonna look to put it up here on this rock maybe and see how it does. I don't want to bleach it on the light or anything, but there's 2 more of the Jason Fox those that are doing good. Doing real well. I'm thinking about moving that meteor shower to this rock also and get it in crust on that. Move over here to the side. Carpet anemone is doing good. Got all kinds of crazy purples and greens. This camera just doesn't do it justice. He just pretty much stays right there. It doesn't move around. I guess he likes it there. As you can see, that red mushroom is just spitting out mushrooms like crazy. I'm almost thinking, man, maybe I shouldn't have put that in here. It's growing like a weed. Another one that's apparently blew around and landed in that rock, and now it's growing like crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about these acro colonies. Like I said, if I could get a good zoomed in shot of some of the polyp extension that it's got during the day, it's got pretty good polyp extension even during the day. At night, it's really extended. And this one here, I'm hoping it takes off. Like I said, it's got neon green polyps. They're not really out right now. I just actually moved that off the sand bed and moved it up a little bit today, and I'm hoping that wasn't too big of a jump. But everything's doing well. Like I said, pond matrix, I mean, it's brought me down to zeros. I haven't seen any adverse side effects. I will note that my refugium section of my sump actually has a little bit of cyano growing in it now. So, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. I don't have it in the tank, um, and it seems to be just right there in the refugium section. But I can always siphon it out. Anyway, this video is going kind of long. Just wanted to say a little bit more about the pond matrix and show those corals off. So thanks for watching. Later.